Ever since the makeover of the Congress media wing, Ajay Makhan has taken driver's seat in the preparation of Congress 2014 campaign. Seen with Rahul in most of party's important decisions, Makhan not failing to use the opportunity to score political points with his leader, offering his own seat to be put for election.
I have requested my party to include New Delhi parliamentary constituency, from which I represent in Lok Sabha, to be included amongst the list of constituencies for which primaries are going to be held. And the reason is that this idea of Rahul ji to have the workers' voice, to have common person's voice in selection of candidates is something which we all support. And when once New Delhi parliamentary constituency is included, then the candidates from the New Delhi parliamentary constituency would be decided not by the party high command, it would be decided by the common people, by the workers, by ordinary people in the constituency. And this is the way how Rahul ji thinks that we should open the system and change it.
Makhan filed his nomination this week, and since there is no other contender, he will win unopposed.
जब हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर अपना फॉर्म नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म जब दिया है तो वर्कर्स में बहुत उत्साह है और मैं एक तरीके से कांग्रेस के वर्कर्स का कैंडिडेट हो गया हूँ और कांग्रेस के जो हमारे ऑफिस बेयरर्स हैं जो हमारे यूथ कांग्रेस के एनएसवाई के मैं उनका कैंडिडेट अब हो गया हूँ। तो मुझे खुशी है कि हमारे नई दिल्ली संसदीय क्षेत्र से इतनी तादाद के अंदर 237 जैसे मैंने बोला आउट ऑफ 303 लोगों ने मेरे नॉमिनेशन पेपर्स को ही सपोर्ट किया और खुद आकर के कहा कि हम लोग अपना नॉमिनेशन पेपर आपका हम प्रपोज करना चाहते हैं और ये वर्कर्स का बहुत बड़ा फेथ है और वर्कर्स का कैंडिडेट एक तरीके से मैं नई दिल्ली संसदीय क्षेत्र का इस नाते हूँ।
Some within the party see his move as a clever preempted one, meant to impress Rahul Gandhi, especially when others were not willing to take the primary route. Kapil Sibal and Krishna Tirath's constituencies of Chandni Chowk and Northwest Delhi were embarked for the primaries. But both leaders registered a strong protest, leading to withdrawal of their seats from the list.
I don't think that anyone should have any objection to the entire exercise. The thing is that if everything takes place in a transparent manner, then I don't see any reason why anyone should object to it. First of all, I think now the next step forward should be to have the organizational elections, to have the office bearers elected in a transparent manner, who in turn then will be able to select their own candidates, parliament or the assembly candidates. So that is the next step forward, and once all these processes are in place, then I don't think anyone will object to the entire exercise.
If a party so chooses to select somebody who's politically the most powerful or most influential or most popular, then I think it's a good step. Whether money is used or not, we can't really say. You see, these allegations always come. In the primaries, at least that's being held in Delhi, I think there's a full voting of about 400-500 people. They are people who have had people long standing in the organization. And remember, these are people within the organization who are voting. Open up a party for a democratic election process, then you also have to wait and see, because anybody can apply, and therefore, since there is a lot of merit in a primary kind of situation, I think, as Rahul ji had announced, that we will do 15 on an experimental basis, see the the rights and wrongs, and maybe after that be able to come up with a more effective list of do's and don'ts.
Many believe that Rahul's ideas also weigh for the Congress to beat the Aam Aadmi Party effect.
I think the Aam Aadmi Party has involved a lot of people who the traditional parties did not involve. We are going to learn from that, and we are going to do a better job than anybody in the country and involve people in ways that you cannot even imagine right now.
Kejriwal has successfully managed to open doors in ways that common people have attached themselves to the Aam Aadmi Party. Registrations and new entries are taking place on daily basis.
There was one specific criteria which a lot of people could complete or not complete, which was that we asked every one of them to get at least 100 signatures from each of the Vidhan Sabha falling under their Lok Sabha constituency. Definitely we want to win the elections. So winnability is definitely a criteria, and if I say that winnability is not a criteria, I would be lying. But along with winnability, we do not want to compromise on the few basic principles we have: criminality, corruption, and character. these 3 C's, apart from any involvement in casteism or communal violence, is not acceptable to us. So we are saying 3 C's and then 5 C's, extended 5 C's. So these are the basic criteria of selection. Apart from that, we definitely look into the aspect of the organization capability of the person, teamwork of the person, his stature and image in the area.
Despite acknowledging Aam Aadmi Party's idea of going to the roots to find a candidate, the oldest political party in India finds it difficult to adapt to a fresh approach. Analysts also feel the experiment has come at a wrong time.
You know, Rahul Gandhi, to be fair to him, he has been talking about change and democracy and changing the system of the Congress party ever since he started taking an active role in the organization. And he's been trying. I mean, he tried with those elections in the Youth Congress, he tried with elections in the NSUI, and I think both experiments failed. The point is that the Congress party is a very old party and it is full of vested interests. It's not easy to change the party. And, you know, Rahul Gandhi, it's an uphill task for Rahul Gandhi. And I certainly feel that whatever changes he's trying to bring, it's not right to do it on the eve of elections. You cannot experiment on the eve of an election. You know, he should have done all this much, much earlier. And, you know, and being much more hands-on, he needs to supervise these changes personally. He cannot leave them to people to do because, you know, vested interests then start taking control.
The biggest criticism of the primaries remains that those who are selecting the candidates, the Congress office bearers, are themselves not elected. And therefore, if Rahul Gandhi has to walk the talk, he will perhaps have to organize elections from top to the bottom, meaning from the district presidents to the CWC members and perhaps even for the party president.
Rahul Gandhi and his team have been trying to bring in innovative strategies, including the primaries experiment just before the general elections. Is it too late? The Congress Vice President doesn't seem to think so, as he remains optimistic of a good show in the upcoming polls.